Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jerry from TheStogieReview.com with another video cigar review. And tonight I'm bringing you a stogie that was introduced at the 2006 RTDA that was held in Las Vegas. It's produced by a fella by the name of Little Gomez, who owns the Flor Dominicana cigar label. And hey, Little Gomez has done it again, and he's took a little turn from the norm in the form of the Flor Dominicana Ligero Mysterio. Before I get into some details about the Mysterio, I need to thank a couple family members, Engel and Lance. They're the ones who gifted me this stogie as well as an assortment of others for my birthday a few weeks back. I also need to thank Feeney over at a cigar shop called the Humidor, located in Timonium, Maryland. Feeney, she's the one that gave my family members some advice on a couple cigars that she thought I would like, and the assortment that included this Mysterio cigar also included an Oliva Master Blends 2, an Ashton ESG, Davidoff Limited Robusto 100, and a Padron 80. I believe it was a 64 Padron 80. So Feeney obviously has some expensive but good taste, and I thank her for taking the time to show my family members a thing or two about stogies. But on to the Flor Dominicana Ligero Mysterio. That's a pretty interesting cigar, as you can see. It's not only do you have a beautiful 7x54 perfecto shaped stogie that sports a Dominican filler, a Sumatra binder, and a Nicaraguan wrapper, but you'll notice the pretty interesting thing is the cap and the foot have different type of wrapper. You see that the cap has kind of a beehive looking guy here going on, and the foot also has that same type of tobacco, and that's the Connecticut broadleaf Maduro type tobacco that makes up the cap and the foot of this thing. So I'm going to get my supplies ready, locate my cutter and lighter, and snip this bad boy, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back everyone, and I got my cutter and my stogie here. So now normally I'd be a little cautious smoking this guy. The price tag on it is pretty hefty. Well, this one was gifted to me, so it makes it a little easier for me to smoke. The Ligero Mysterio usually carries a price tag. I've seen them anywhere from $15, $16 on up. So it's a pretty hefty. It's not your everyday smoke by far. They come in boxes of 4, I believe, starting around $70 and up, depending on where you go. So I'm going to go ahead and clip the beehive end here off, and let's hope I don't. I'm pretty excited to smoke this guy. I'm interested to see how the two different wrappers play well together, whether they complement each other or if they're going to compete for my attention here. So I haven't really read too many reviews on them, so it's going to be interesting to see what my results are. So I'm going to go ahead and toast the foot here. So as you can see, I got a new lighter, Calibre, and I've heard good things, bad things about it. Most noticeably that they clog and don't perform up to the price tag. But there was a store going out of business near me, and I picked one up for about $40. So hey, what the heck, right? Anyways. Wow. You get a first indications, I'd say it's kind of weird. You get a little weird sweet/spicy taste to it. I don't know if that's from the. I'm pretty sure it's from the combination. Not combination. The two wrapper. Yeah, the combination of the two wrappers. It's very interesting. You kind of feel that spiciness right here at the bottom of your back of your throat here, up front. That's really it's a very long finish too when you're smoking it. The flavors, the intensity of it stays with you for a very long time. Well, I'm going to sit back and take a few notes here and let you know what I think. I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to come back, and after the Maduro tip here, after I smoke past the Maduro tip here, and see how it changes. So, I'll be back in a few. Alright, I'm back. And I got to apologize because I meant to come back sooner. I meant to come back right as I was finishing up smoking the Maduro tip of the Mysterio here, but I kind of got too occupied and engulfed in the stoke. It's fabulous. I still don't think $15, $16 fabulous yet, but man, it's a pretty damn good cigar. I tell you what, the Maduro tip there gives you a very intense, rich, concentrated spiciness that just hits you right here and just stays there. It's still kind of tingling in the back of my throat, but the great thing is once you get past that Maduro tip, it transitions smoothly. Like it's just a wonderful smooth transition to kind of a more a subtle, almost white peppery type flavor that has some smoothness from the wrapper, from the Nicaraguan wrapper, that kind of mellows out the spiciness and gives you kind of a mild to medium bodied smoke with still a little bit of spiciness, but I think that's left over from that upfront Maduro tip that gets you right in the back of your throat here. So the cigar is very complex, and I'm just enjoying the hell out of it. So I'm going to sit back here. I'm going to try and come back around the halfway point. Forgive me if I don't, because I'm just so engulfed with this guy. It's a really stogie right now. Price point, I'd say it's almost there. It's halfway there. It's maybe around that $8 to $10 mark, but it's not 16 quite yet. I'm not sure it's gonna get there, but I'm gonna enjoy the ride to see if it does. So I'm gonna sit back again. I'm smoking the Flor Dominicana Ligero Mysterio. It's a new cigar that was introduced at this year's in 2006 in the RTDA show in Las Vegas, Nevada. But it's another one of Little Gomez's creation. So let me sit back, and I'll be back with more thought. All right, guys, I'm back here, and I'm about the last quarter of my Flor Dominicana Ligero Mysterio, and I gotta say, what a goddamn good cigar this is. Seriously. I definitely pay $16 for this guy. Luckily I didn't, but I would definitely pay $16 to have this guy. It is fabulous. I kind of got ahead of myself and started smoking this. I couldn't get enough of it, and I started taking one too many puffs too soon, and kind of got in a little erratic burn here that I'm trying to slow down and correct here. But man, you want to keep puffing this thing all night long, because oh my God, it's amazing. The flavors are so intense. Not overwhelming, but very intense. You get, oh my God, I can't even describe what I'm trying to say here. It's a very smooth cigar, but don't confuse smooth with mild. It's a very smooth but intense white peppery flavor you get. But then also, after you pass the halfway point and start getting towards the last quarter here, you kind of get the spiciness of it that you had in the beginning kind of picks up again, a little more intense, and you still have that smoothness, but it's kind of like a sugary, almost like a syrupy or what's the word here? What kind of syrup? A mapley. What the hell kind of word's mapley? A maple syrup type undertone taste to it. It almost finishes with that sweetness, and it's a really great cigar. I'm having trouble paying attention to remember to come back here and film my thoughts, and between smoking this and talking to people on Skype about how much I love this stogie. Man, it's a very strong stogie, but very smooth. I think I'm gonna have a little problem when I stand up here. I might be a little lightheaded. But it's a very wonderful stogie. Not overpowering at all, but it does pack a punch. It's a very smooth white peppery taste. I guess those would be the dominant flavors: the smoothness, white peppery type flavors. And it's very dynamic. The stogie changes throughout. Up front it's really strong and intense, and it kind of transitions to a smooth, mellow type flavors, and then at the halfway point it starts to pick back up again. But then it introduces that little maple syrup flavor that I was talking about. But I gotta tell you, I like it. I mean, $16 is really steep, but I think it's really, really worth it. I think it has the same body as maybe the Limitado 2 from the Flor Dominicana. It's very rich. I think that's the best way I could describe it. It's definitely a full body stogie that with different points of it, it might turn to a medium, but it's definitely a rich flavored stogie. And I think even with the steep price, I might pick up a 5-pack out there and keep some, have them age in my humidor for a while and see how they taste after with some age on it. So that's about it for this review. I highly recommend the Flor Dominicana Ligero Mysterio stogie from Little Gomez. I don't think you'd be disappointed. If I had to give a cigar that was kind of similar to it, I would say maybe Joya de Nicaragua Antonio 1970, or even the Sancho Panza Extra Fuerte cigar lines. As far as that, how intense the spiciness flavor, intense and rich the flavors are. But it's a great cigar. If you see it at your cigar shop, don't be afraid to plop down your $16 and give it a shot, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. So until next time, this is Jerry from the StogieReview.com. Long neck.
Oui, messieurs, malandro Duban. Oui, messieurs, malandro Duban. C'est pas comme ça, oui, parler français. Hoy que qui me lanzaron mi vuelo, oui, parler français. Oui, parler français, ya yo trabajar. Oui, parler français, me voy a casar. Oui,